Hello, I'm Mohammad Azruddin, the founder of ITInfo Digital agency. I have been in the field of digital marketing since the past 15 years and I help business owners generate more revenue and generate more sales with the help of our marketing. In this video, I'm going to tell you the 5 biggest mistakes every institute owner makes, and these are so common that I have been in this education industry as well from the past 15 years. So I have seen so many institutions make this mistake again and again and again. Now if you watch the video till the end, I will give you certain basic action steps also, so you can immediately today understand what I have to do about these mistakes and how I can resolve these mistakes. So first, let us see the mistake number 1, which is made by most educational institutions, and it is not defining your target audience. Not defining your target audience. What do you mean by that? Now, let us say if I am offering an educational course, all right? Many times what happens is most institute owners think that because this course is general, so everyone is my target audience. Now, what happens if you target everyone is you cannot customize your product, you cannot customize your service to a particular audience, and you cannot able to sell a particular product to a unique audience. So what happens in this situation is if you are too general, then people may not even be interested in your product, and if you are targeting everyone, then your marketing cost will also increase because you have to target a wide range of audience. So number 1 thing is always remember you have to define your buyer persona. So who is your real target audience? You have to define them, and you have to only target those people so that you can able to get your marketing budget to spend on those people who are your real customers. For example, if suppose I am offering Excel training. Now Excel training can be used by everyone, but now Excel can be used by everyone. But here, if you define your Excel training for, let us say, only business owners, so Excel training will be helpful only for business owners. So then what happens is you are not targeting everyone, you are targeting those people who are business owners, and exclusively you will create the course and curriculum only for which will be useful for the business owners. So this way you can actually create a value to your target audience. So always define your target audience. Number 2, not creating a USP, which is unique selling proposition or unique selling point. Now what do you mean by that is if my course and your course, all right, everyone in the market, the course is same. Now what happens, user will not have any kind of inclination towards your company because he will think that okay, that institute is also offering same thing, you are also offering same thing. Then the customer will look at price, and whoever is offering at lower price, he will go to that particular company. So USP is something where it can be offered in the form of something extra in your program. USP can be created by offering some additional service along with your course, all right, or it can be created by the person, by the faculty who is taking the program. He can also be sometimes a USP for your particular company. So the idea is for any educational institution, for any product or any course we are offering, you have to make sure that you have a USP where you are explaining to your target student. You have to define that what is special about my course, why you have to take my course. That USP has to be created, then only you can easily able to sell the particular course to your target audience. So second thing, you have to create a proper USP for your program. Number 3, the biggest mistake made by institutes is no marketing at all or inconsistent marketing. Now what do you mean by inconsistent marketing is sometimes you don't have leads. So what some educational institutions do, they spend a lot of money and they will run Facebook ads, they will run Google ads, and they get some leads, and for that batch they will get some number of X number of students, and they are happy. We got some X number of students, this month we will run. But if you see, this is very inconsistent. So what you have to do as an educational institution owner is that you have to make a marketing budget based on your overall revenue, based on your overall profit margins as well as revenue. You take and allocate a budget. For example, one of the best ballpark figure for any marketing budget will be 5 to 20% of your revenue can be your actual marketing budget. Now depending on at what stage of revenue you are, at what stage of growth you are. Based on that, 5 to 20% of the budget can be allocated from your revenue, can be allocated for marketing. So if you do consistent marketing, so what happens, the main goal of marketing is to generate leads. So if you are doing consistent marketing, your email will start getting more and more inquiries, your phone will start getting more and more inquiries. Then you can able to more focus on your core product rather than worrying more about getting leads. Your marketing is doing the job for you, and you will get the consistent leads via your marketing. And also sometimes it's again a mistake done by many business owners, institute owners, and that is they do marketing in wrong places. For example, today you don't get any results from pamphlet advertising. All right, you will not be able to get any results from unnecessary outdoor marketing. You are not a brand to do brand awareness, right? So in that situation, what is the right way to market today is to focus on those digital platforms where your target audience is, and generate more leads and generate more relevant customers from those digital media. So that is one aspect which we have to consider. And number 4, and this is even I'm in one point of my career when I was running the institute, and even today I'm running an institute. So I used to always have this problem. I didn't have any sales process. What do you mean by a sales process is, if a lead is generated, okay, what are you going to do with that lead? Who is going to follow up with that lead? What is the first step? What is the first response you will send to that particular user? Will you have an automated email or not? Or you are sending a manual email? Now the user will respond. So when you are going to call, once the user gives you a response, what are you going to speak with that? What is your team going to talk with him? What is the script you have? Then they have some objections. So how do you answer those objections? So a sales process is basically identifying what the user wants, what will be his common questions and his objections, and your team should be able to clear his objections and then make the sale. So you need to have a proper script, a proper process for your sales. When the lead is generated, how you are going to convert that into an actual customer. That aspect where most companies, most institutions miss out on the sales process and a sales streamline process. And number 5, this is the biggest mistake, and as I said, I'm for first 5-6 years of my career when I was running this our academy, I was always have this mistake, and that is trying to do everything yourself. And this is if someone comes, I will if a call comes, I will say, okay, I will speak, I will explain more better to the student, and I will talk with him. If any walk-in comes, I will move aside my reception and I will speak to that person. I will explain more details so he will join. So everything, if I get any sales, it's an email, I will respond to that email. All right, if there is anything related to accounting, I will only do the process. So problem is, if I do the marketing, if I do the call, if I do the sales, everything if I am doing, then what's the point of your employees? What is the reason you have hired this different people in your institution? So here is the biggest problem. Biggest problem is trying to do everything myself. It was one of the worst thing I did, and it is too much stress and too much of hard work, but end of the day you will not able to get the results. So you have to make sure, you have to if you are doing everything yourself, this becomes actually a solopreneur. You will never be a business, you will never be work as a business owner. You are basically a solopreneur. So you have to move from that mindset of everything I will do, and you have to let go that, and you have to start working on improving this factor, this 5th mistake as well. Now these are the 5 mistakes we have seen. So what are the steps you have to take? Okay, so now here is my simple points to do. The first thing is, take a piece of paper. Don't try to write on computer or a mobile phone. What happens is, you will write and you will forget about it. If you have a piece of paper, when you write it on that, you can keep it in front of you and you can see, okay, review, yeah, this is what I have to do next. Okay, tomorrow's plan, what I immediately have to do. So take a piece of paper and write down who are your target audience. First thing, define your target audience, whom you are going to target. What is your real target audience? In the past, who have been trained under you, who are this audience? What is their age group? What is their gender? What is the right target for those particular audiences? Number 2, What is something you can provide better than competition? You have to even research the competition, their pricing, their modules and everything, and then come up with some USP where you can differentiate yourself, what you can offer better than your competitor, which can be your USP, which can be a unique selling point for your business. You have to make a note of that, and you have to study a little bit about your competition and as well as your business to create a USP. And number 3, which channels you can reach your audience via marketing. Now you have to sit and decide, in today's generation, whatever the course you are offering, what are the channels where your audience are. You see, sometimes in some industries, for example, if it is high-end training, most of the time the audience which you are targeting may be on LinkedIn. If you are targeting executive level programs, if you're targeting very high-end programs, most of your target audience will be on LinkedIn. So maybe that is one place to focus more on. Sometimes if you're targeting a low-cost product and your target audience is mostly teenagers, so you can say Facebook and Instagram and YouTube will be one of the best way to target those audience and you get more traffic and more leads. So you have to figure out, where are my target? Because if you know your buyer persona, you know what channels are they using, and then you can utilize that option. And number 4, define a sales process. Sales process, simply on this piece of paper, what you do, you got an inquiry, what you're going to do next. So you just write in the box, after an inquiry comes arrow, you write there. The next thing is email, an email. Now this email can be automated using a CRM, but if it is, let's say, manual, so you will send an email. Now after the email, what is the next step? So your team will give a call, your salesperson will give a call. So call, what is the response? If he says yes and no, what are you going to do with that? If he says no, what you will do? If you say yes, what is you're going to do, and how many follow-ups your team is going to do before you drop that inquiry completely? So this whole process we have to define in the sales. And what are the common questions any particular audience will ask you, your customer will ask you, objections they will have. So you have to define those objections and also answer for those objections, and then start delegating works with your team. Now you have to build a team, you have to build, you have to trust your people, and you have to train them. You should not think like, if I train them, they will leave and they will start their own institute. See, even if you train them or not, if they have a goal of starting an institute as a competitor, they will do it, okay? But if you train the right people, you have to pick up the right people with right mindset, and if you train them, and you train them on different aspects, so you train the front office person to behave in this way, you have to train them and delegate a work to them. You have to train your sales person to exactly how they have to talk. You have to train them. If you have trainers, you have to train them what method and what approach they have. So you have to delegate the work. Your marketing, if you should not do everything yourself, delegate the marketing. Either you can outsource it, or you can have an in-house person who will take care of marketing. Sales is taken care by. So your job as a business owner is to manage everything and make sure that everything is working in a proper channel. Then you will see there will be a great response and a great growth in your overall business. So as an institute owner, I will suggest you to make sure that you follow these 5 steps, and you will start seeing the results. You will start seeing the impact of these changes within a week of time. You will see a very big different impact from the same customers whom you are targeting earlier in a different way. So this is what we can do as a business owner. So if you can visit our website, which is our digital marketing agency, and we are one of the specialists in educational niche, which is one of our major niche. So you can check our website www.ITInfogroup.com and also see what are the services we offer. And you also have a request code button, a consultation button. You can fill that form if you want more guidance on this particular process. Thank you very much.